Facts you probably didn't know in Elvis.
We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out.
The movie was released on the 45th anniversary of Elvis Presley's death. For audition, Austin Butler originally recorded himself singing "Love Me Tender." After authentic portrayal film director eventually gave him the part. Butler was born 14 years and a day after Elvis Presley's death. Austin Butler and Elvis Presley are distant cousins. Elvis Presley's father, Vernon Presley, and Austin's mother, Lori, have common ancestors. Facts you didn't know. The Three-Body Problem is an outstanding sci-fi show. Its name taken from a real mathematic, physics, and quantum mechanics problem that has been intriguing scientists since the late 17th century. The term three-body problem refers to the motion of three bodies in each other's gravitational grasp, as in a three-star system. In the show, the Santi's planet has a three-sun solar system, which means that it fluctuates between stable and chaotic eras. When the planet orbits one sun, it becomes a stable time. When another sun steals the planet, it will wander gravitationally between the three suns during a chaotic era. At this time, the living conditions might become too harsh for any life to be sustained, and there's no known solution for the chaos of three-body problem. Facts you probably didn't know in the Hummingbird project, a pair of high-frequency traders, where winning is measured in millisecondi, go up against their old boss in an effort to make millions in a fiber optic cable deal. This is the first movie with a completely realistic network. A company, the leading manufacturer of cabling and fiber optics, instructed the actors on how to properly run and configure their network, just as it is done in real life, and completed everything not done by the cast, ensuring that the fiber optic network was fully functional. This is the first time in cinema history that a network has been established in compliance with all government and industrial laws. Facts you probably didn't know in Jungle Cruise. This film is based on the amusement park attraction Disney's Jungle Cruise, which was inspired by the film classic The African Queen, starring Katharinehepburn and Humphreybogart, film's main antagonists. Ramirez's Aguirre and Jesse Plemons' German Prince Joachim are based on real persons. Lope de Aguirre was a real Spanish conquistador who was active in South America in the 1500s. This historical guy is best remembered for his expedition down the Amazon River in search of the mythical realm of El Dorado. Died in Venezuela in 1561 after his trip. Prince Joachim of Prussia, a German royal, was a German royal in real life. After his father abdicated the throne, Prince Joachim's diminished social status, financial problems, and divorce culminated to his suicide in 1920 at the age of 29. Facts you probably didn't know in Rush.
A wise man gets more from his enemies than a fool from his friends.
When Niki Lauda first saw a movie, he said, "Shit, that's really me." Lauda said that the film was completely accurate. However, the movie developers took creative liberties with the James Hunt and Lauda rivalry, which is a major motif. But in reality, these two were very good friends and even shared a flat together at one point in their careers. Niki Lauda adored the film Rush and wished his good friend James Hunt was still alive to enjoy it as much as he did. Facts you probably didn't know about Terminator 2: Judgment Day. Robert Patrick followed a strict jogging program and practiced breathing exclusively through his nose in order to appear to be a cyborg capable of running at great speeds without getting tired. He'd trained to the point that he could easily catch up to Edward Furlong on his motorcycle. This is the only Terminator film to have won or been nominated for an Oscar. It was nominated for 6 awards and won 4 of them. James Cameron, good job. Facts you probably didn't know about World War Z. The Israeli Military Intelligence Command does, in fact, have a devil's advocate office that investigates alternate assumptions and worst-case scenarios to ensure that intelligence assessments do not succumb to groupthink, but it is not known as the 10th man doctrine. The movie was a commercial success, grossing over $540 million worldwide, making it one of the highest-grossing zombie movies of all time. World War Z's success led to the development of a video game adaptation that allows players to experience the zombie-filled world depicted in the movie. Facts you probably didn't know in Bullet Train. Brad Pitt's character claims that he never forgets a face, but he struggles to recall who the wolf is. Pitt has prosopagnosia.
You stab me?
A disorder that causes difficulty recognizing familiar faces, including one's own. He has stated in interviews that, like his character, he has to remember the context and circumstance in which he met someone in order to remember who they are. Facts you probably didn't know. Shogun is miniseries based on the 1975 novel Shogun written by James Clavell, which was first adapted into a miniseries in 1980 starring Richard Chamberlain. The samurai would shave the middle section of his head, and the remaining hair was oiled and waxed before being knotted. Samurai were a warrior class equivalent to knights in medieval Europe, bound by a code of conduct and a sworn duty. Shogun, supreme military commander, similar to a duke in medieval Europe and ruler of feudal Japan. Taiko, Grand Chancellor of the Emperor, equal to a Prime Minister in the UK.